Alright, Mark here from ThoseGamingNerds.com, back with part 3 of our Cognition and Eric Reed thriller, episode 1, The Hangman walkthrough. That was a mouthful. Everything's right where we left off, so let's continue, and as usual, I'm going to keep my mic muted and be as uninterrupted as possible, unless scenes really entertain me and I don't feel like saying something.
There you are, my dear.
I'm not too thrilled about it, but yeah, here I am. Hey, Rose.
Yes, my dear?
I've had the time to think about last night. About this thing of mine.
Your visions, you mean?
How do you know about that?
Many of my customers ask the same questions. You do not believe in the crystal ball, neither do some of them. Sometimes we mock what most haunts us.
All right, I'm getting tired of this runaround. If you want me to be upfront with you, why don't we start by you telling me what you know, and then we can take it from there.
Very well. What do you want to know?
What do you know about this stuff?
You remind me of myself. I used to be as inquisitive as you are. I wanted to know it all, the very last detail of everything. And sometimes I asked more than maybe I should have. But I don't regret my life or the places it took me. This store here is living proof of where I've been and who I am.
Are you going to answer my question?
You are what some people call a scion.
A what?
A scion. Listen, I'm telling you what you want to know, but in return, I'm going to have to ask you to let go a wee bit, to hear the stories, to let me help. If you won't let me help, there's nothing I can do.
I feel really uncomfortable talking about my visions.
You have been using them, have you not?
I have, but...
So what is the big deal? This is something that you have. Embrace it fully, because it is a part of you, and it will not go away.
Until a few days ago, I seemed to have some control of it. But now, it's very painful now when I try to use it. Sometimes I see myself... things that haven't happened to me. Is that bad?
No. But I wonder, why is it happening? Before, you always saw the past?
Yes.
Maybe you are evolving.
What?
If you can see the past in ways no one else can, is it so strange that you should start seeing the future as well? That would be amazing. Has something happened to you recently? Something upsetting?
My boss closed a case that I wasn't ready to close.
Let us put this vision of yourself aside for now. Let us focus on your ability to see the past. Are you ready for some training with Mama Rose?
I'm ready.
Very well. Tell me how you use your power.
I touch something and it happens.
Good. You are not afraid to use this power to your advantage.
That doesn't make me feel like less of a freak.
It is an amazing gift, my dear. Never forget that. Now I'm going to teach you a neat trick. I like to call this projection. With it, you will be able to extract the memories from a place to see the events from the time you wish.
Places have memories?
There's energy everywhere, my dear. When you learn how to tap onto it, well, there will be no one that can hide a secret from you. Now, we probably shouldn't be doing this, but what the heck? It'll be more interesting for you. Your friend Jean came here a long while ago. I want you to go back to one of the days he was here. For that, we're going to need something from him, a very personal item he holds on to all the time. The rest we will find here.
So you want me to go get something personal from him?
Something he would have carried 3 years ago.
Won't this be fun?
Yes, my dear.
What is it that I need from John?
Something personal. Something he would have carried 3 years ago.
I'm gonna get going.
Goodbye, my dear.
No one's looking this way. I'm an ace at picking locks. Davies will be wicked pissed at me when she finds out I broke in. But whatever. I got a case to solve. Davies' promotions. I liked her more when she was one of us. We don't always see eye to eye on things, but she's still a good friend of the family. That's Davies' favorite mug. She's always carrying it around, especially when she interrogates people. She named it Phoebe. Say goodbye to your badge, Erica. What's this? Another one will be hanged tonight. What did the rest of this say? That's from Davies' niece. How cute. Davies loves that child to pieces. Davies left the top off. Was she trying to get something from here? Oh, crap. She's gonna skin me alive. Damn, what's the password? No. What could Davies have used as a password? No. What could Davies have used as a password? All right. What do we have here? Interesting. Why did she keep this message? She deletes everything else. Terrence, I sent you a piece of the antique that was sent to my office. If Reed comes by with the piece you say she found, make sure you get it from her. Call me right after. Looks like I'm going for a new record on how many laws I can break today. Gallagher. I heard from Bowlby that he's having problems with storing his equipment over there. Let him do what he needs. I need you to cooperate while the transition takes place. Davies. Hope that sounds Davies enough. And sent. And delete. I'm not only walking into the lion's den here, I'm dancing the lambada with the freaking thing. The guy doesn't go anywhere without that thing. A present from his dad or something like that. John, can I borrow your lighter?
Red, no one touches the lighter but me.
Yeah, but it would really help me out.
No.
All right, John. I followed your advice yesterday, went to see Rose, sucked it up, and cooperated. Now I need your lighter so that Rose can help me, and you are going to let me borrow it.
Damn. You put it like that. Fine, take it.
Thank you, John. I'll bring it back.
You better.
I'm not sure that she... I found what we need. John never lets go of this.
This is perfect. I will leave this here. Now, let us start with this object alone. Close your eyes.
Okay.
I want you to picture every item in this place as if they were people, as if they had minds that contain memories. Concentrate on this room and this room only.
I don't...
Concentrate.
I'm trying, but... Whoa! What's happening?
What can you see?
I can see this room, but I can... It's hard to explain. I see things that...
Concentrate on those things. Now I want you to separate them and break them apart, one by one. I want you to single out the memories that were attached to Jean when he was here.
How the hell do I do that?
You will with a bit of help from me. Your friend always sat by the crystal ball table, and there is a particular place in here he'd love to hang around. But you probably know what that is. For this to work, you need to focus on 3 things. The last being this item you brought from him. Focus on them.
John?
Come on, child, don't be scared. If you're seeing him, he's not fully real, but you can still interact with him in a way. Sometimes that's what you do with these projections. Fill in the holes, you know? Other times, just seeing them will be enough for your goal.
As much as I hate to say it, this is pretty cool.
Use it well and never be afraid of it.
Thank you, Rose.
Talk to me, my dear. Let those nasty demons out.
Alice left me, but it's good. I mean, she can finally be happy. She's gone to her sister's. They're living in their expensive McMansion. Ah, Christ, I don't know how to be myself anymore. You know, the fat guy that eats the donuts and solves the case at the end of the day. Now I'm just going through the motions.
But there are always demons that bite us and chew us and take our peace with the world away. But the human heart is big and noble, and yours is also kind and gentle. And it is in that strong heart of yours where you can always find yourself.
There's this girl in the office. I was lucky to train her a couple of years back. Bright, smart, sharp, kicks like a man, shoots better than any of the old farts in the station. Got it from her father. He was a captain of the BPD. Always made our lives easier. I knew her brother, too. Scott. Not made of the same stuff as Erica, but still a cool kid. Last month, we lost him to a piece of shit murderer.
The things that life gives us and the things that life takes from us, we have no control over those. We do with them what we can.
Ah, bullshit! Scott should still be alive today. That kid didn't have to pay for our crap. He didn't deserve it, and neither did she. I was dumb to think I could pretend it was all fine. I guess it had to happen to her for it to hit me. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I can tell you a thing or two about demons. How to face them, how to fight them. I've gotten people that have hit rock bottom to stand up firm and walk again. But this demon of yours, I cannot tell you what to do with it. That is up to you. I am sorry, my dear.
So am I. So am I.
All right, now that it's quiet, I should see if I can use these visions of mine to find more clues. No, this is not right. I need to choose the things that are related to what I want to see. What was important to what happened here last night? The killer left a message here. How can I look at it? The color is green. Number GK4893.
Erica, what did you do?
What do you mean?
Gallagher just came here all crazy and shit a second ago saying how there's no respect for her department. Now she can't wait to see the day when I'm finally out of here. Then she said I could store my stuff with her equipment.
Crazy, huh? Well, I have my ways. Where's that antique piece you promised?
Here you go.
Thank you. I need to go all James Bond.
Biggie, you're the Bond, I'm the Q. What are your techie needs?
At the crime scene, I found this graffiti that was recently painted. I want to see whatever it covered.
I got just what you need. Take a look at this. Bada boom ding dang. It works like an ultraviolet light, only you can actually choose the color of light to cast, and it'll see through that color, revealing whatever's behind it. You know, like those hint books from those old PC adventure games.
That sounds pretty neat.
Not only that, you can also use it as a projector. Just plug it into your computer and transfer an image to it. You'll be able to project that image onto anything.
What would I do without you?
You'd be in a cave, crying yourself to sleep.
See you later.
Alligator.
I wonder how these go together. There we go. Now what? I need to enter some sort of code here. If your eyes could see what mine can't. What does that mean? His mouth is very dry from the hanging. If I could only see what you saw. Wait, the message. What is he looking at? I can't really touch him. I never thought I was going to be able to. What's this? What do we have here? A photo? Who's leaving these? And who are you? I'm going to email a digital picture of this to my computer so I can look at it later. Let's see if this works. Another one will be hanged tonight. When will you see the signs? I've left something for you at the post office on Milk Street. Maybe it'll open your eyes. Ask for Joey to help you. His name tag says Joseph. Hello there. I'm here to retrieve a package.
Name, please.
Davies. Madison Davies.
1 second. Oh, do you have your ID with you?
I'm Special Agent Erica Reed, FBI. I need that package. It may provide clues to an ongoing investigation. It was sent to my boss, and I'm here to retrieve it for her.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Do you know who sent the package?
The package?
Yes, this package.
No, there's no sender info.
Are you sure?
Well, just that it's postmarked from another Boston office. Sorry.
If you find out anything else about it, please call this number.
Will do. Sorry, Agent.
This must be important. These look like pieces of the same picture. Who is this person? These look like pieces of the same picture. Who is this person? All right. I got the woman's photo here. Now let's see what I can find. All right. I should look for any details that can tell me who this woman is. What is that on her bracelet? Her name? Sarah. All right. I should be able to use that if I want to cross-reference it with something. The case database. I can access closed and current cases here. This is her, the woman from that picture. Let's see. I remember a little about this case. Davies and Sully handled it. And she was buried at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Same as Scott. One evidence form coming up. Exactly what it says. A people search. No known current address. I should see if I can speak to this guy. Let's see what this gets me. I have a request for you.
Yeah?
I'm looking for some evidence on a case from a couple of years back.
Well, aren't you in luck? We just moved archives from the past 3 years back here. Anything further back, it'll be a nightmare.
Hopefully it'll be around.
Do you have your evidence form?
Here you go.
All right, just 1 minute. There are more tapes, but this was all I could find.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Erica.
Hey, Gwen. Do you have anywhere I can play this tape you gave me?
Oh, shoot, no. I'm sorry. None of that stuff has been moved. And since we've gone digital now, nobody's really worrying.
Yeah, well, at least we're out of the prehistoric period.
But that leaves you in a pickle now. Sorry.
Thank you, Gwen.
Anytime.
McCoy?
Red?
I found something interesting in Davy's office.
Reed, tell me you didn't sneak in there.
Relax. Listen to this. Davy's got a fax yesterday. It mentioned someone was going to be hanged before the killing.
So that's why she brought us in.
The message also points to a package left in the post office for Davies. Davy shredded the message. It must not have been fully shredded because later she pulled it and saved what was left. But why didn't she just mention this last night?
She's walking on eggshells, and last time we cracked one, a lot went wrong.
But we have a killer on the loose. She should have told us everything.
You don't know everything that's happened around here, Red. Trust me on this, kiddo.
I'm going to call her.
I tried earlier. She didn't pick up.
Has Sully said anything about me?
Look, I'm not good at this lovey-dovey shit, but we were at Joey's the other night, throwing him back, and the kid opened up. He's confused.
I don't blame him. I have fun when I'm with him. It's just... I feel like I'm cheating.
You mean because of...
You know. It's one thing when you touch a body and find details that help on a crime scene. But when someone holds your hand and you see him looking at penthouse magazines and...
Don't all guys do that?
It's not that. I feel intrusive. If I find things that I don't like later, too bad. But I want to get there at my own pace. I don't want to know his parents before I even have the chance to feel it's going too fast when he asks me to meet him.
Man, I don't know what it'd be of me if every time I kissed my ex-wife I saw my mother-in-law.
And that's on a good day. Had any new thoughts on the hanging last night?
You see my desk? A man cannot think straight with all this.
You know, there's something that doesn't fit.
Erica, every case you've worked on, you've hoped it had something to do with Scott's killer. It's that gleam in your eyes, and it's right there, right now.
It isn't that. Davies had a bad feeling about it, and I agree.
Well, you know what to do. Put your clues together. Go back to the crime scene. Pay a visit to Dr. Gallagher. See what surfaces.
Meanwhile, you'll be here guarding the donuts.
There's a bright side to everything, Mama said. But there's no donuts today, so I can't even have that small comfort.
I found something really interesting.
Yeah?
Whoever did this left clues behind that are pointing to another old case.
Go on.
Well, here's the thing. This other case? It was a hanging too, but it was closed as a suicide. Apparently the husband insisted it was a murder.
What do you think?
I need to gather more info.
Keep me posted.
I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
Hey, Sully.
So, you change your mind about lunch?
No. I need to ask you something.
What is it?
I found your name on a case and I need details. You remember anything about Sarah Goodman?
How can I forget? That was my first case, when McAdams was still in charge. I took the case with Davies.
Why did the FBI take the case?
Because of the husband. He refused to believe it was a suicide. He had some important and powerful friends, and we got pulled into it.
How did it go down?
The husband had left for a business trip. He was always abroad. When he came back this time, he found his wife hanging in their condo and immediately notified the police.
How did the case get handed off to the FBI?
The detective on the case immediately ruled it a suicide. The husband made some calls, and before you know it, Davies and I were driving to the scene.
So you were there at the crime scene?
Yeah, it was wicked awful. The woman had been dead for a while. Nothing like that for your first real case. Not that it was much of a case, or so Davies thought.
So the husband, this Robert Goodman, he was cleared of all charges?
He was abroad on a business trip. We checked, and his story cleared. He was very disturbed. Nobody's that good an actor.
Do you know where I can find him now?
As it happens, yeah. I saw him not long ago. He's on the streets.
He is?
Yeah, here's the saddest part of the story. He never gave up on the case. He obsessed over it. Quit his job, spent all of his money, lost his home. And it drove him mad. I dealt with him a lot of times when he would come here to beg for us to reopen the case, saying he had new proof.
So that's who that was. I remember seeing him a few times, yeah. Did you ever look at this new evidence?
Briefly, he went on about the possibility of someone having done this to others, but Davey said we'd be wasting our time, and really, there was nothing concrete. As for where you can find him, he hangs out around Shafter Avenue in Dorchester. I'll send the exact location to your phone.
Who closed the case?
Davies. We did our due research, interrogated Robert Goodman, but there was nothing pointing at murder. We talked to several family members who knew Goodman's wife. They had moved to the city recently from some suburb in California because of the husband's work.
What did the relatives say?
The victim was on antidepressants. They'd been living here for a little less than a year, and she wasn't coping well with the move. It all pointed to suicide. So, what's your interest?
I need to look at a couple of things before I can say. I may need your help on this.
Anything you need, Erica.
Thank you, Jared. See you later, Sully.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm looking for Robert Goodman. Do you know where I can find him?
Who's looking for him?
I'm Special Agent Erica Reed, FBI. Can you point me to Robert Goodman?
That would be me, Agent. What do you want?
You were married to Sarah Goodman, is that correct?
What about Sarah?
I'm conducting an investigation on her death, and I'd like to ask you a few questions. I was wondering if you can come with me to the station.
I'm sorry, but that's a part of my past I'd rather not relive.
It would really help if you came to the office with me.
No can do. I'm fine where I am right now.
How could I convince him? This is not going to work with this. Is this Sarah?
Oh, Sarah. Yes, this is her. I don't remember when we took this picture.
Mr. Goodman, I know this is difficult for you. I've read your file. I know what happened. There's new information on this case. I believe we may be dealing with a killer. There are others out there whose lives could depend on your help. Will you please come with me?
I'll come with you, Agent Reed. But I'm not sure I can be of any help.
Well, it seems like a good place to stop for right now. Part
Okay.